Hey there, I'm Slightly Froggy, and welcome back to my stream. Today, I am getting back into the booyah with Neo, The World Ends With You. And you might be noticing I look a little bit different. I got a new webcam, so we're giving this a go. I did a little bit of a test earlier last week, and it seems to be working okay, but I'm expecting a few bugs along the way, so we will figure it out as we go along. So if you're noticing something's up at home, please let me know in the chat so I know to fix it. I will be keeping a close eye on this, so... Actually, hold on. We seem to be having... Hold on a moment. Hold on a quick second. Yeah, just because I was noticing a bit of a lag there. Hold on a quick second. Okay. Let's see if this helps. Hold on. Alright. Let's see. Hey there, Qua. Welcome back to the stream. Here we go. That's better. Can't be having a lag. Not with this game. So it's weird seeing... Like, I don't know what the picture quality is looking like on your end. I've got a new webcam. I know, like, I'm seeing myself in my display. My hair is definitely much more detailed. I've got to get used to the autofocus, though. I'll try not to move around too much. Although, I can't guarantee it. You guys know as well as I do that I tend to do a lot of leaning back and forth. So I'll try not to go too quickly, but I hope you're having a good Monday night, Qua. I know we've been having cooler weather where I am. Which, I mean, it's mid-November. Hey there, Kay. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good Monday as well. I don't know how well the picture quality is coming across on my limited internet, but new webcam, new Froggy, so we'll see how it goes. I look glowing! Well, I had to play with some of the settings in this, because it's got a feature where it looks good? Awesome, alright. Does it look better than the old one? That's my big question. Does it look better than the old webcam did? Because the old webcam did okay in a pinch, but... I'm trying not to move too much. So far, yes. Alright. We'll see how it goes. Hey there, JJ. Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good Monday. I'm gonna give people just a couple more minutes to kind of filter in before we begin. So we gotta jump back into everything. Oh my goodness. So I apologize that I wasn't able to do my stream last week. Unfortunately, my coworker had to spend a bit of time in the hospital, so unfortunately that meant that I had to cover while they were away, and I wasn't sure when they were going to get out of the hospital, so I couldn't guarantee where it was like, I got called in to cover on Monday, I didn't know if I would be there for Tuesday. So, things are, knock on wood, back to normal right now. How could you cover them? With a blanket, duh. I covered their tab for them. But I'm excited to get back into this. We've still got Beat as our new party member. Oh man, he's so good. He's my boy Beat. So actually, while we're waiting, I'm just gonna go over my kit. My setup here. Okay, I'll figure this all out on another time. Fortunately, doesn't like how bright my green screen is. Here we go. Alright, so we've got a bit of food, so the kids are not starving. Okay, we got X for the Vortex Saber. We've got... Hey there, Olaf, welcome back. Coke. And there's so many games out there. I will say, I think they only just recently announced that they're, like, Squid Game was getting a season 2, right? Even though it was, like, very clearly left open for a sequel. a second season of sorts. Okay, so ZR, ZL, and we got R and X. Okay, yeah, because that's a charging one. That's handy. Okay. That's good.
What to do?
What am I supposed to be doing right now? All right, investigate. Oh, yes. We're going ghost hunting. I almost forgot we're going ghost hunting this week. Okay. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm doing pretty well. How you doing, Olaf? I know it's been a week. Ooh, West Bus Exit Terminal. Ooh, we got people to help. And Doganzaka. Okay, so we got some people we gotta help out today. Yeah, I apologize I wasn't here last week. It was, factors outside of my control, but hopefully you guys had a good week last week. Investigate the urban legends and report back to the Reaper. 7 urban legends for 7 areas, and we gotta find out the truth behind them all. The Reaper on Center Street is gonna give us points for the truths we uncover. If we earn 100 points, the Reaper will let us through to Tipsy Toes Hall. Okay. Like, I mean, the whole premise of this sounds like a lot of fun, so I'm excited. Solve the mystery of Shibuya Hikari's urban legend. Ooh, you know what? I finally got around to that. Yeah. I only just downloaded the new resort DLC though. I just finished unlocking everything in Harv's Plaza, so that's set. I've got a nice collection of gyroids that I've got camped out in my bedroom in Animal Crossing. So I've been busy collecting those guys, and I've been trying to figure out what song I want to set it to, because, like, KK Metal seems very obvious, but KK, what's it? Jongara? That's a pretty good one, too, for it. Bubblegum KK is also pretty good, I think, if I'm remembering the names correctly. I could be flubbing up the names a little bit here. But it is 7:30. Some of the gyroids can really change the music. They can. Like, it's cool. Early spring cleaning. Room's looking pretty empty right now. Ah. There is always that, like, strange feeling where it's just, like, part of you knows that the room is cleaner, but at the same time it's like, but my stuff's not here. New KK songs are really good. Ooh, I haven't gotten any of those yet. I'll have to keep an ear out for those. Okay. Because where are we right now? Okay, we're in Spain Hill.
Let me think this through.
There is one in Spain Hill, correct? Cat Streets, Urban Legend, Scramble Crossing, Spain Hill. Here we go. Solve the mystery of Spain Hill's urban legend. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I was worried there. I was just like, why don't I hear any music? Okay, so the kids aren't hungry.
Gotta focus.
Well, you know what? Let's do a quick refresher battle, because it's been a little bit.
Sorry,
so
but you're no match for me.
Here we go.
Victory is all but assured.
140%. Oh, yeah, it's a...
That was sick!
Have at thee!
Gonna blow you away!
Oh, boy. Don't have to solve all the mysteries to progress. Oh, okay.
Yes, got it! Nice one,
I would like
dude.
to.
Feel the breeze!
I don't have an issue with...
Aha! Perfect timing! That was perfect!
Oh, there's a frog skull left. Yeah, why not? May as well.
Most spectacular.
Alright, here we go.
Gonna blow you away!
Have at thee!
Follow me, yo! Perfecto!
Oh, I didn't realize that his chase it.
Feel the breeze!
Ignite! Have at thee!
Gonna blow you away!
I'm just just trying to get him off
Let's
the...
wreck these
Oh,
punks.
whoopsie. Of course, go 100% if we can. That was kind of overkill, because now we got another rhino to take care of. Oopsie. So
No
easy to hit the
sweat
A
for
button by
Fred.
accident.
Booyah! Leave it to me, yo! We're on a roll! Feel the breeze!
Ignite! Huh? Have at
How's
thee.
that?
Masterfully done.
Gonna blow you away! Get a grip, yo!
Is she okay?
Oh, hey.
Follow me, yo! Copy that! Aha!
Just doing my job.
Nice!
Wait, there's still health there? Jeez. Alright, back up, boys. Whoa.
Feel the breeze! Hey, no stopping us now! We got this! Aha!
I request really much obliged.
Feel nailed it!
Most spectacular. Have at thee.
I know.
Gonna blow you away!
Ignite.
That went pretty well!
I suppose.
Here we go.
Yes, got it! Nice one, Rin, dude! Aha! Alright!
There we go.
won!
Because I was like, if I can slash it enough, I might be able to flip him over. And then I
Get
can
my
go.
head back into zone.
Yeah, you and me both, beat. Alright. It's not bad, we're back into it. So now, let's get some food. Oh, it's bubble tea, it's barely food. Let's see here. No? Strawberry, okay. No, we can do better. Okay. Because we got money. Money is not an issue here. No. Matcha? Regular? No, really? Okay, then we're gonna go for the one with the more style points. No? Oh, we're too full for that. Ooh, okay. You know what? Never mind.
Thanks and come again.
Let us investigate further. Oh, it's saying it wants me to use that. Okay.
Let's have a look.
Oh, right, we're
Let's get
supposed to
down
solve
to
it.
business.
Right? Here we go. Oh boy. I always screw this one up. Come on. Okay. There we go.
Come on, think.
Remind. Alright. So there's a guy over by the steps? Can you do the remind?
Gotta focus.
Okay. Investigate the urban legend, report back to the Reaper. Yeah. So it was a guy over by the stairs. Remind people of the urban legend on Spain Hill and see what they know. Okay. Alright.
Let me think this through.
No.
Let's have a look.
No. My phone's been vibrating non-stop. Does this mean I've gone viral? Man, it's times like these I wish I had something to promote. Yeah, because it showed a guy over by the stairs. Maybe over this way? Or maybe he's up the stairs.
Gotta focus.
Let's have a look.
Puppy power? Oh boy. Kind of Scrappy-Doo fan here. Kanye, like, literally put Natural Puppy on the map here in Shibuya. Without her, they would have gone out of business like ages ago. Her impact. Alright, so it says to remind people. That was a UFO just now, wasn't it? But no one else saw it. I should have expected as much from mere city folk. Get away from me. Yeah. It was just like,
All your asses is grass.
what, Scooby wasn't enough of a gimmick? We gotta add more dogs? Fine.
I foresee no difficulties.
Hate scorpions.
Gonna blow you away. Exquisite timing.
We got this.
Ooh.
Just doing my job.
Nice.
Oh no! Nagi!
Feel the breeze. Booyah.
Oh wait.
Splendidly done.
Thanks, Nagi. Time to get wild. Just not too wild. Feel the breeze. Great job. Thanks for the assist. Blow you away.
Was nothing.
Jeez. This boy, as soon as I can get something that'll null poison, like, I will be set for life in this game. Because guaranteed I will poison myself.
Feel the breeze.
Here, we'll just go for it.
Was that cool or what?
Not bad, I'd say.
Gonna blow you away. Booyah.
Ignite.
How's that?
Masterfully done.
Yes, got him.
Masterfully
Feel the
done.
breeze. Nailed it.
Return to the fray.
Not bad, yo. Keep it up, friend. Will do, beat buddy.
There we
Really good
got
out
it.
there.
Oh, we got that nice regen on our health there. Nice.
I feel like we deserve better.
Okay. Now we could probably get bubble tea.
What to do?
Well, here we go. So remind people of the urban legend on Spain Hill, see what they know. Okay. Here, let's try backtracking a little bit. Come on. Here we wait. There we go. Actually, let's get some bubble tea first. Now that we're actually hungry enough for
Hello.
bubble tea. Oh no, he liked the strawberry. There we go. And no, we didn't like that. Regular? I don't know if that's a like face or not. Okay, there we go. Some of those where I'm just like, I don't know if he likes that
Let's
or
eat.
not.
Now we feast.
Let's eat, yo. Oh man, I can't get enough. I'm gonna have seconds.
Man, 7 style points.
Thanks,
All
and come again.
right. Not bad. Okay.
Let's have a look.
Here we go. Monthly shop. Let's try that. Mokastri said anyone who sets foot on the 18th step of the Spain Hill stairs goes straight to hell. Let's just go up without counting. Oh boy. Sounds like we gotta check out the Spain Hill stairs, yo. set foot on the 18th step and go straight to hell. Alright.
I see.
Who knew eternal damnation was so close at hand? Close enough to see for ourselves. Let's go. Ooh. Uh-oh. Here, hold on. Hold on. We had a little bit of a... Hold up. Ooh, okay. I've noticed we are having camera issues. There we go. There we go. Hey. Ooh. Ooh, there is a bit of a chug here. Hold on. Hold it. Actually, here. Here. Let's try a reset. There we go. Now it's working. Now we're good. Okay, it's the 18th step. Okay, start counting. Hey, Rin Dude, is there like a reason for us to do this together? Well, how do you want to do this then? The only way to avoid infighting is to ascend as one. Now stop being so childish.
Sure thing.
Alright, let's do this. Here goes. He's really nervous. Does he really believe this? Is that what this issue is? $15, $16, $17, $18. Whoa! You alright? Yeah, just tripped all.
Oh?
The step slip guard is conspicuously absent. That'd explain why Beat tripped. Wait, is that it? Ah! Someone else slipped? Oh, you okay? Ow! You fell over so suddenly you scared me half to death. Look, the slip guard's gone. How have they not already been sued? Right? This is super dangerous. Whoa! That was weird. My back felt all tingly for a sec. Ah! Wait, where are you going? Wait! That lady fall over at the 18th step? Think so. Then she ran as fast as she could. Then she ran away so fast she could be an Olympic sprinter. Weird, I didn't feel nothing. Me neither. Well, I guess this legend was a fake. Hey, what happened back there?
Lord Rindo.
Lord Rindo, might I suggest you try scanning that woman? She seems incapable of explaining much herself at present. Good idea, Nagi. Alright.
Gotta focus.
Spooked. Oh, that was so scary. I've never been so terrified just slipping on the steps. I felt a shiver go down my spine. Apparently, she felt a shiver run down her spine. Doesn't sound like she knows what caused it, though. Must be something we're all missing.
What?
I don't know, yo. Looks like a regular set of stairs to me. Come to think of it, Beat, you didn't actually fall over. Maybe you don't feel anything unless you hit the ground. So, any takers? Someone's gotta do it. How are we finna decide this? Rock, paper, scissors seems appropriate. Fine by me. Let's go! Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Shoot, yo! Shoot, pow! Curses. Sorry, boss. Alright, we'll see what happens. Is Nagi going to hell now? Is that what happens now? We're already dead. Do not weep for me. I shall accept my fate with humility. Time to Ah! Whoa, you went head first. You okay, Penny? Yeah, you could have tried a softer approach, boss. How do you feel, Nagi? Ah! No.
Huh?
What? You see something? Get away from there, Penny. Hustle. I could feel so cold all of a sudden. Let me try scanning the area. The hell? It's a scorpion. No, it's a noise. Ooh, a black one. Let's show what happens when you mess with the wicked twisters. Kiss your hiding spot goodbye, punk. Alright, let's see how we do. Oh good, we do have Nagi still. I got worried there for a sec. You guys doing alright over there? I haven't lost signal again, have I?
Perhaps we ought not engage? Have at thee!
Nailed it!
Masterfully done!
Let's turn up the volume, yo! Let's keep it going!
What was thy humble contribution?
Great job! Booyah!
Oh, it's my favorite one. They know exactly which one to give me.
Just doing my job.
We're on a roll! Gonna blow you away! Hey, no stopping
Not
us
bad,
now!
There we go. We got it. Oh, that took a good chunk out of my HP, though. It's my
I
favorite.
feel like we deserve better.
Guess noise just hang out anywhere these days. Never before have I felt so chilled to the bone. 'Tis abundantly clear to me how this became an urban legend. Think it stung you or something? Man, that must have really hurt. Not only did you fall over, but you got a surprise sting to boot. Like, I can't imagine things going any worse for you. And I needn't be reminded of my suffering. Anyways, we've got all the info we need now. Let's report back to the Reaper. Here we go. Ooh, that's
Hey.
some material. Well, well, if it isn't my favorite team. Hey there, Uzuki.
The show.
Pinky, what you doing here? Just checking in to make sure you're playing the game like you're supposed to. After all, it's my assets on the line if you lot decide to slack off, you know? You sound exactly like Shoka. It's like you guys are babysitting us or something. Back in my day, being a Reaper meant getting your hands dirty. Now y'all just a bunch of security cameras, yo. You wanna say that again? It's not like I'm sitting in the sidelines because I want to or anything. Must be tough following the rules when you're used to making them. Anyway, Pinky, there's something I want to ask you. What? How come I'm here? You know, in the UG. Did you hit your head after the last game? It's 'cause you died, obviously. See, that's what you'd think, right? But I ain't even close to dead.
Huh?
What? Say that again? I'm serious this time. Well, normally you remember dying, right? But I can't remember nothing. And it don't feel like I'm forgetting nothing either. If that's true, then let me be clear. There's no way it is. Then you'd be violating the rules of reality just by being here. It would be like you never existed in the RG at all. Like, never existed ever? Uh-oh, uh-oh. We got it again. Hold up, hold up, hold up. And there we go. Okay. Here, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try turning off the autofocus, because maybe that's just what's... Here. Give me a sec. Focus! Focus! Oh, hey! Here we go. Okay, that looks okay. Hold on, hold on. There we go. Well, I had autofocus on because it does automatically have it on. I did play with it a little bit before we started, and I was wondering if maybe that's what was causing the issue. So, hold on real quick. Let's try that again. Here we go. We're the nobodies, wanna be somebodies. We're dead. They know we just are. Like, never existed ever? Wait, is that why all our posts disappeared? Don't tell me you three are in the same boat as him. Alas, our merry group has likewise nary a recollection of our own untimely demises. We did remember a car, though, didn't we? What is going on here? This is above even the Game Master's pay grade. Only the composer could deal with a royal mess like this. If your hypothesis is indeed correct, would we be capable of returning to the RG eventually? That's a good question. Honestly, I couldn't say either way. Uh-oh, the answer nobody wanted to hear. Maybe they play by a different set of rules in Shinjuku. Shinjuku? City that got erased 3 years ago, yo.
Huh?
What do you mean erased? How can a whole city just vanish? Like an ancient civilization that fell into ruin, perhaps? Right, you were in the RG, of course you wouldn't know. But I knew, Pinky, I saw the whole thing. Which you could only do because you'd been to the UG before. Okay, I'm totally lost all over again. Simply put, Shinjuku was a city that got wiped out 3 years ago. Oh, so they have like no recollection of what Shinjuku even is. Okay. I thought it- oh, okay. Yikes. Okay, so Shinjuku's just like straight up gone at this point. Oh, that's not great. Here, I'm readjusting my setup. I'd moved my microphone out of shot because I thought the autofocus was not happy with it. But now that autofocus is off, we should be okay. So they just have like no idea what Shinjuku is. Like it just doesn't exist anymore. Interesting. Oh, it just got redistributed. There's Akiba, there's Ikebukuro. Oh man, look at all that. Roppongi. Yeah, I know. This is a Japanese geography lesson right here. Was it? I don't remember that. Yeah, I think we'd know if there was something getting destroyed right next door. Actually, you wouldn't. The second Shinjuku vanished, your memories of it followed suit. Like, our brains got wiped? Basically, as far as the RG's inhabitants are concerned, Shinjuku never existed. This is way creepier than those urban legends. And the Reapers who watched over Shinjuku back then are the same ones running the show in Shibuya right now. You just let them rock up and take over without a fight? It wasn't quite that straightforward. Anyway, normally there'd be some kind of penalty if a living player took part in the game. But rules never meant much to the Shinjuku gang. Nothing they do would surprise me at this point. Either way, something's gotta change around here or you'll all wind up the same as Shinjuku. You mean it'll be like we never even existed? Right. So I'd focus on picking up points instead of moping around if I were you.
Later.
This combo's been a real downer. Time to get my ramen on for a little pick-me-up. Bye-bye. It's like really serious, then it's like, man, I could go for some ramen. I'll see you losers later. Well, that was quite the revelation. Though it does explain why I've not received a word from my friends and family. So even if we finish in first, we still don't know for sure if everything will go back to normal. The thought of perishing without first playing the latest Illustra chapter is too much to bear. Can't do nothing better right now anyway. Let's just focus on picking up points. You got a point there, Beat. Let's check out those other areas. So we can't exist in the RG no matter what we do? What the hell kind of game is this? Well, we solved one mystery, and now we've got like a bunch of others. So let's take a look. What? No.
Let me
Here,
think this
that's
through.
what I wanted to do. Okay, so I guess Center Street would be our next bet. Yes, spooky. Where are the ghosts all along? Just the Sixth Sense. We're just playing it. Except there's monsters? I will say I am kind of glad that in the off chance that my camera does freeze, at least you guys can still hear me.
Quit?
Huh?
What?
Something up, Fred? Yeah, I've never seen anything like this before. Like what, you? This noise. At least, I think it's a noise. Someone else scan it. I mean, I can. Let me have a look. Ooh. What the hell? That's a ghost.
I guess I could go around or two.
Alright, let's see how we do. Here we go!
Don't get careless.
Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. Nope.
Have at thee! Huh? Ha! Hold on!
Okay, we can take damage. Oh.
Are you ready for this?
Nothing. Oh! Interesting. Okay, so the A button is what does it. Interesting. Slowly picking it up. I wanted to try the different types of attacks first. I was like, maybe it needs just... 'Twas most fortunate those beasts chose to beat a hasty retreat. Couldn't even make 'em flinch.
Damn, yo.
Never seen anything like 'em, yo. Frankly, I am unsure those creatures were a noise at all. Good point. Oh boy, here we go. All according to plan. I don't know why I choose to voice him like he's Meowth from Pokemon, but it's just fun that way. Runaway Rocket. Hold the button to slowly restore your team's HP. Oh. Ooh, but the pin gauge will not refill. That sounds like a waste of a pin.
Gotta focus.
Oh wait, here.
Let's have a look. So what are we thinking here?
Well, let's find out. Probably be the equivalent of the black noise from the first game. We just had black noise, though. Nope. Come on. No, almost got it. Almost got it. Oh, goodness. Here. No. Oh my gosh, I was so close. I almost had it. There we go. I will get it. Come on. Come on. I almost had it. Nope. Oh my goodness, why do I always have so, like, am I missing a step of these? Because it's just, I'm just fiddling with it. Just trying to see what seems to be working and what isn't. Okay, here, we'll just work our way back over. Come on, come on. No, 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 no. Come on. No. Almost got it. Almost got it. Oh my. Okay, I just gotta hold that one still. The left needs to just hold still. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry. We got this. We got this. It's just that one. Come on. I've got like half of it. Nope. There we go.
Try to
I just
remember.
needed to move it like just the percentage of a millimeter down. All right. We got it. We got it. We're good. Is that a different type of noise up there? What is that?
Gotta focus.
Oh, there we go.
Let's have a look.
Longing for love. Kinda wanna check out that urban legend on Center Street. Magistry, that was, Kinda wanna check out that urban legend on Center Street Magistry was talking about. The one where people step into a changing room and suddenly disappear. There we go. This is a most troubling story. Changing rooms are supposed to be sacred places. You think someone's been kidnapping peeps? Who knows? Might find out if we check out the store ourselves. Wait, what are we waiting for? Let's head to Hogfang. Sounds good to me. Yeah, just wanna do a titch of a lighting adjustment here. There we go. Alright, off to Hogfang. It's like, wait, all four of you want to go into the changing rooms? This doesn't seem appropriate. Ah! Did someone just scream? Excuse me, we just heard a pretty loud noise and... Oh, hey. Hey, so, like I was saying, any idea what that noise was? No, it's just the customer, they... One minute they were trying on an outfit, and the next they were gone.
Huh?
So you're saying people have been vanishing after using your changing rooms? How did you know? Wait, it's true? Could you tell us a bit more? Sure. So, just a second ago, this person was, trying on some clothes. Then they left the changing room and made for the exit. I went after them, but they just vanished into thin air. And you're sure they didn't just walk out the door? Positive. This is a head scratcher, all right. You think it's... No, never mind. Come on, you can't leave us hanging mid-sentence like that. Well, this has been happening a lot around here lately. Which means there's a good chance it's gonna happen again real soon. Maybe. Thanks. Come on, team, let's move. We'll be sure to buy something next time, buddy. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, this feels like this is a police matter. Yes, oh, exactly. They just went to Narnia. It's the logical explanation for all of this. Shepherd House. There aren't many other stores we can actually go inside. Let's give this one a try. Wow, people are getting plenty of use out of those changing rooms. There goes another one.
Where?
And he's heading right for the exit? He hasn't even paid yet. Fishy to say the least. Come on, let's go after him. Shoplifter. So, was that size okay for you, sir? Hey, where are you going? Hey! What the heck was that? Shoplifters, oof. Hey, the thief just left the store.
Hey.
And there's the clerk. It's like he vanished into thin air. Am I going crazy? Oh, we can see them, but they can't. Interesting.
Huh?
He's right in front of you, ma'am. Looks like our culprit is a player. Oh, which explains why the clerk can't see him. Ugh, I give up. Do you suppose that personage is the origin of this area's urban legend? Maybe, but I still want to know what that brother's deal is. Only one way to find out. Let's ask him. We talked to him and he's just like, yeah, man, you can just wear, like, clothes and then leave. I mean, what? Why do you have to pay for anything? It's like, you can't just steal. Hey, got a minute?
Excuse you?
Oh, and what did the icky twisters want with little old me? You're a player, right? What team are you on? I guess there's no harm in telling you. I'm with the Varia Beauties. Oh. I really don't want to start anything with Kanon's team. I wonder if she even knows about this.
Huh?
So, you got something to say, or... Oh, come on, spill it. You pay for these clothes? Are you stalking me or something? Why are you so obsessed with me?
Hey, punk.
Don't make me ask you again, punk. If it's a fight you're looking for, then I'll gladly oblige. Great, just great. Alright, off we go.
You got a lot of nerve taking me on, yo.
I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like turning off the autofocus seems to have done it. They seem to be doing better now.
Yes, got it.
Masterfully done.
Gonna blow you away.
Ignite.
Let's keep it up.
Understood.
Booyah! Leave it to me, yo. Nice. Work, Henny. Follow me, yo.
Indeed.
Yes, got it.
Most spectacular.
Was that cool or what? Not bad, I'd say. I came to slay.
Ignite.
What, Henny? Let's keep it up.
Understood.
Feel the breeze. Yes, got it.
See.
Not bad, yo. Exquisite timing.
Masterfully done.
Gonna blow you away. How's that? Booyah! Booyah! That was pretty sick.
Was sick indeed.
Feel the breeze. All right.
There we go. Alright. We got it.
That's not so bad, right?
Ah, that's a B. I'll take that. I'm sorry, okay? I've just been stressed out lately. And I figured a little retail therapy would help. Does it actually count if you don't actually pay?
Well,
Look, I won't do it again, I promise. I just couldn't help myself. The second I realized I could take the clothes and disappear, well, I had to try it out at least once. Ugh. But those days are behind me. I'm so over it. You sure about that? 100%. Honestly, it's more trouble than it's worth. Yeah, I'll even return all the stuff I stole, too. You better. What's got you so stressed out anyway? Been fighting with your friends or something? No, we're fine. I'm just tired of this gross game is all. You wouldn't understand. It's only your second week after all. Anyway, I'm outie. Don't want to miss the gang. Don't want the gang to miss me too much.
Seriously, yo?
And you better pay next time, yo. I feel him though. This game really wears a brother out. Still doesn't excuse him shoplifting. Not in my book, anyway. I mean, paying the price is part of what makes shopping so fun. You sure about that? The only thing that beats finding a good bargain is saving up for something you can't buy right away. You feel so accomplished when you finally get what you wanted. Oh well, none of that matters right now.
I see.
I concur. Anyway, that's one mystery solved. Let's report back to the Reaper. There we go, that's 2 mysteries down. Ooh. You know, I kind of thought Urban Legends would be a little more legendary. The other teams have been playing the game for like 20 weeks or so. Has it really been that long that they've been playing it? Like, I know conceivably it's been a while, but yeah, I guess for canon, like any of the team leaders, they had to have been playing it for a long time. For real, they ain't no mystery, yo. The only mystery is how you managed to solve any of them. Whoa!
Hey, loser.
Hey, it's our other favorite Reaper. So, what were you pinheads talking to that other Reaper about? What Reaper? The one with the pink hair. Duh. Ah, you refer to Lady Uzuki. Right. So, were you chatting about the game or something? Well, kinda, yeah. Turns out we might not be dead after all, which is actually a bad thing in this case. Huh. Bummer. That's it, just bummer? Hey, kitty girl, you're with the Shinjuku gang, right? Yeah, and? Only the Shinjuku Reapers is messed up enough to be dragging living people into the UG, yo. So, what's it to you? Just want to know what your angle is. What do you get out of doing all this? Hell if I know. And even if I did, why would I bother telling you bozos?
A Reaper.
Listen, Reaper. It's Shoka. As far as the RG is concerned, we don't exist right now. Can that ever be fixed? Not if you don't win. Why don't you stop moaning and get on with the mission? You see how the Ruinbringer's been cleaning up every week. Your point? How come y'all don't just go ahead and make them Reapers already? Ain't no point having them play the game forever and ever. It's their choice. They say they want to keep playing, so we let them. Then I got another question for you. How come you Reapers is doing nothing when it's called the Reapers game, yo? Them Ruinbringers is acting more like Reapers than any of y'all. Huh, pretty bold statement coming from a Reaper reject. You think you know so much about our job because you played some prehistoric version of the game. The only people who matter around here are the people with power. And weaklings can whine all they want, but nobody's gonna listen. Well then, why don't you quit whining and start acting? Because I can't! That's just how that's just how we do things in Shinjuku. Oh no. SFV? As long as you've got power, then the game is yours. Take no prisoners, leave no survivors. That's the Shinjuku way. But that's brutal. Street Fighter V. Okay, cool. Alright. Maybe, but if you really want to get ahead, then you gotta do whatever it takes. What kind of whatever? I'm talking trickery, deceit, lies, backstabbing, whatever it takes. The dirtier you play, the more fun it is to watch. So I hereby grant you permission to put on one hell of a show. You're rotten to the core, yo. Less a goddess of death and more an agent of disorder. Is she a Loki or something? Aw, you're too kind. Now go out there and prove how wicked you really are, will ya? It's about time someone shook things up around here.
Deuces, dummy.
Later, losers. I prefer deuces, dummy. Well, if she really wants us to shake things up, then taking on the Ruinbringers would be a good start. I say we accept Kanon's offer. Haha, it's Loki Shoki. That's my guess. I don't know. At this point, I don't have enough clues to piece together anything. You would say that. What you thinking about taking on the Reapers? That proposition could place us in great peril. Hey Nagi, Beat, what do you two think about teaming up with Kanon? It ain't a bad idea, just don't know much about the lady. If y'all thinking we can trust her, then I'm all in, yo. Admirable though Lady Kanon's display of chivalry may be, it is difficult to discern the authenticity of her intentions. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's still so many unknowns, I don't know what... Whoop, we got a text. Oh great, it's everyone's favorite game master.
Greetings.
Greetings, sheeple of Shibuya. This is your game master Shiba speaking. Hope you're still hungering for more on day number 4. Got some red hot news for ya. Ain't this guy ever mixed things up? I cannot recall hearing any other variations. Is he not a person? Is he a recording? The target is still on the loose, completely unsighted. It's as if all of Shibuya has gone cold. Don't tell me you've all been hibernating. Here's hoping it's just the quiet before the firestorm. If not, then I don't see much of a future for this city. Guess this guy's a Shinjuku Reaper too. So awaken from your wintry slumber, players, lest the Ruinbringers win again. It's time to burn the candles of your imaginations at both ends and show me what you're really made of. I don't trust this punk. What's the real point of this game, yo? And with that, I bid you adieu.
I see.
Shall we proceed with the mission then? Shall we ever? Assuming you were talking to me, that is. You learn well, perhaps a little too well. Investigate the urban legends and report back to the Reaper. So, oh right, yes, speedy. Oh man, I forgot I could do that. Cause we got 2 down. So, you kids got any more tasty morsels of info for me? Sure. Do you want to hear a story about Spain Hill? Sure do. Come on, spill the beans. So, there's a stairway to hell. They say the second your foot touches the 18th step, you get spirited away. Hard to believe, I know.
Yeah.
Nah, I've heard that one plenty of times. So tell me, what's the deal with this legend? There was some scorpion-looking noise hiding out inside the stairs. Anyone who tripped over it suddenly got the chills. That's weird. Must have stung him or something. Regardless, the foul fiend's touch induces a considerable panic. I apologize, my reading comprehension is not the best tonight. That seems to be a Monday thing for me. And that's putting it lightly. No wonder it's got people talking. Alrighty, good job. It's time for me to pass judgment on your truth.
Great.
I believe you. You know, you kids might have a future in this line of work. Anyway, you've earned yourselves 30 points. Good work, team. Alright, so maybe I'm gonna hold off on reporting the other ones till we're basically done.
Gotta focus.
Whoops. Nope. Alright, so Scramble Crossing would be our next bet. Oh, right. Oh, whoop. Nope. Gotta go over and around. Oh boy, look at him go. Look at the boy go. Oh boy, good. Oh, I'm excited for it then. Pretty sure this area's got a legend of its own. Permit me to prowl the interwebs. Oh, so now we have access to the internet. Even the sites with nary any traffic have been erased. Makes you wonder how the other teams are tackling this mission. You can say that again. Who cares about the other teams, yo? We got our own strings, so let's use them. Come on, Fret, you're up. Oh, okay. Sit back, relax, and leave it to me. Here goes nothing.
Let's have a look.
Alright.
Let's get down to business.
Alright, let's go. Okay. At least the music's good. Okay. Here we go. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Almost got it. Almost got it. Come on. I had it there for a second. Yeah. Oh, that's what it's called, Rockin' Rockin'. There we go.
Come on, think.
It's just trying to find the right position on this and hold it. Ooh, gonna buy till I drop. Or, no, gonna booyah till I drop. Punctual perfection. Oh, whoops. That's the Jumbotron Mecha Stream. Matchestry. I always keep mispronouncing it. That's the Jumbotron Matchestry mentioned, right? The one that shows some place for a split second, and if you go there, you die in 7 days' time. Wait, what do you think? What do you have to do there to die again? I think you said you have to walk around counterclockwise 1 time. Like, who would even do that?
Let's move.
Whoop.
Gotta
Wait,
focus.
oh, was there more?
Oh man, look at the time. I've got to hurry. I wanted to swing by 10 Foreign Tower Records before I meet my friend for dessert at Shibuya Hikari.
That's it.
Let's have a look.
I have to find some more. Oh, there's one. Need more info.
Man, when is that place gonna show on the big screen? Magistry said someplace in Shibuya appears on the Jumbotron for 1 second every day. I guess urban legends are just that. Legends. Who cares if someplace in Shibuya gets shown once a day anyway? Ugh, and I still have so much time until the concert starts. Wonder where I can hang out without spending any money. Miyashita Park, I guess?
So we gotta find the place that flashes on the Jumbotron.
A place where once one walks around counterclockwise, one dies 7 days later, or so they say.
Even if that was true, who the heck would actually try it?
I fear you are directing your question at the wrong person.
Place only shows up for a second, on the screen for a second, right? Really not feeling just staring at the TV forever waiting to see it. Maybe there's some way we could find out roughly when it gets shown. I could try using my psych in front of the Jumbotron. Sounds like a plan. If you think it'll work, yo. It's worth a shot. Yeah, well, as long as I get the right idea. Alrighty, time to focus on that big screen. Get a little bit closer.
Gotta focus.
Sure. That's the big screen.
Let's have a look.
Oh, what?
So what are we thinking here?
Here, give this a go. There we go. Haha.
Remember,
I'm making progress, guys. We got it. Shopping for clothes. Watching Seinfeld lays. What's the deal with that place that just flashed on the Jumbotron for a sec? Looks like a building covered in plants. Screen must be on the fritz. Anyway, time to go check out some vintage clothing shops. Cat Street never disappoints. Yeah, you look like you shop on Cat Street.
let's move.
What? Okay, place of garden? So I'm guessing it's over here.
Gotta focus.
There we go. Shib's Sneakers. Man, I know I've seen that place that just showed up on the big screen. Sandwiched between two streets. Somewhere around here. My feet are always dead after walking around Shibuya. Must be because of all the hills. Maybe I'll wear my cushioned sneakers next time. Alright, so somewhere between two
Let's move.
streets. And it is around here. I don't have to go elsewhere, do I? Oh, actually, before I go too far, I just want to make sure. Okay, the bus terminal in Dogenzaka. Okay. Because I would like to get those. Plant-covered building between two streets. Plant-covered building between two streets. Like, I'm wondering if that means I need to go to, like, another street over, or... Yeah, I always forget I can go around here. Nope.
Let's have a look.
Solution to a puzzle on the previous day. Oh man, this is something that happened like 2 weeks ago, Jay. You've got better faith in my memory than I do, that's for sure.
Let's move.
Just answer me this. Is it actually in the Scramble Crossing area, or do I have to venture elsewhere? I imagine I do.
What to do?
Elsewhere. Okay. Well, you know what? I want to go to the bus terminal, so I'm gonna go there to cross that off my list, just because... nope. Wrong way. Nope. Around. Because I do have another side mission that's there. Oh, gotta go this way. So we do have a mission over there, so I would like to do that.
Let's move.
Oh, hello. It is? Okay.
Hey there.
We meet again, Wicked Twisters.
What?
Nothing. The hell are you?
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about me already. I'm Sumio from the Pure Hearts. Remember me from yesterday? Nah. Seriously? Oh, I remember you alright. You tried to do us in, you cheater. Oh, that? So sorry. It won't happen again. What do you want? Nothing big, really. Just open for some advice. What kind of advice? Motoi messaged the team, but I can't quite figure out how to respond. Oh, it's easy. You just tap the empty bar, start typing, and... I know that. What I mean is, Motoi's always using all these fancy foreign words. It's hard to follow.
Ah, yes.
By the time I think I've got a handle on it, he spouts off some more gibberish. Dude, I know exactly what you mean. I know he expects us all to keep up with him, but I'm having a hell of a time matching his pace. Why not just tell him straight up? Yeah, no, this isn't middle school. Stuff like that doesn't fly in proper society. Real adults have to walk in step with their superiors, not the other way around. Super basic stuff. Why not go ask some real adults for advice then? Yeah, I know, you're basically asking a bunch of teenagers and also an older teenager. I would, but for some reason Motoi has taken a liking to you a lot. Really? Yeah, he says some real nice things about you. So I thought you might be able to help me find the right words. Motoi talks about us? About me? Moi?
Ah.
He sure does. So what do you say? Can you spare a few wise words to say to Motoi? Since you asked so nicely. Oh man, Rindo, hook, line, and sinker.
Thus the bait is taken.
Let's just get it over with, yo. All we gotta do is send the brother a reply, right? Right, but we gotta do it all adult-like. Ugh, sending adult texts? Yuck, hate it. So what does this message say? It says... Here, it'll be easier for you to read it for yourself. Let's see. When it comes down to it, we're all compadres in this game, capiche? So I thought we could have a little oh gosh, I can't. Remue-menage? I mean, por que no, right? But enough from moi. I'd love some comentarios from everyone. Oh, jeez. God, I hate this guy. And not a single person has responded. Oof, ouch, tough crowd, tough crowd. Wow. I'm pretty sure he just wants to know how we feel about joining forces with other teams. Sound right to you?
Really?
Hell if I know. Well, let's assume. He sends a lot of messages like this. I feel like every one sets a new standard for illegibility. And even if you understand it, how the heck are you supposed to respond, you know? You can't even just leave him on read. It'll make all of us, including Motoi, look bad.
Lord Rindo, are you up to the task?
I don't know, but I'll give it a shot. There's no time to look for answers, I'm on my own. Just have to think like another. What would he say in this situation? Be as another-y as possible, use a quote, tell him how you really feel, or agree to everything. Ooh, I feel like using a quote would be like the most like chef's kiss Motoi way of responding to this. What do you guys think? What are you guys sort of leaning towards? Because I'm wondering if it's gonna be all like after school specials, like tell him how you really feel. But I feel like we shouldn't. Just put 1, 2, 3, or 4. Just, I'm thinking use a quote. No, of course, JJ, you're exempt from this. Okay, so we got a vote for number 3. Be as another as possible. Because I feel like he could appreciate a quote. I don't know. That's sort of my thought process on that, but be as another as possible. We'll give that a go. Let's see. This is it. This is my chance to get on another's level. How about... There. Sent. Ooh, let me see. Ah, an excelente idea, but we should have a backup keikaku ready. I love it how it's like, we have not seen any Japanese sprinkled in this, except for keikaku, because everybody knows keikaku means plan. I love the translation for this game. This is fantastic. This is great. I love this.
Like that.
Holy crap, this is incredible.
What?
What's it mean? Keikaku means plan. Just like, we should have a plan B or something.
Ah.
It's perfecto. I sound like I really know what I'm talking about. All according to something, I forget. Oh boy. Yeah, the memes are too powerful. They have too much power. I'll be Motoi's right-hand man again in no time. Thanks a million, Twisters. I'll go easy on you next time to return the favor. Gee, thanks. Like we need it. Cocky bastard. Helping folks out is great and all, but damn, I'm ready to bounce. So that's how Motoi talks to his team. Wow. So, then JJ, enlighten me here. What would have happened if I had picked something else? Would it have just like, he would have been like, that could have gone better. I'm curious what the alternatives would have been. Ah, Sumio. Let's see what we got for you. What do you offer, Sumio? Well, we're starting to get some more connections here. Here we go. Picked option 4 was a normal response he was happy with. Oh, okay. Interesting. Noise magnet. Hold the ZR button while scanning to draw in nearby noise. I have never had this problem. Where it's been like, gosh, I really wish I had... Like, I guess if you're trying to do a bigger chain, maybe? That's 4. I'm okay. Alright, so let's see here. All 4 are probably fine, just different versions. Something to check in a replay, I guess. Okay, I'm just curious to see like if there was a wrong answer. This is almost sort of like a gimme where it's just like, hey, you bothered to come all the way out here. Here's a freebie. Let's see, what was I...
Gotta focus.
Pig! No! Go away. I want the pig.
Get in my way and get shredded,
No!
yo.
I lost the pig.
Damn it.
Alright, we'll take care of these guys, and then I'll get the pig.
This seems a rather risky endeavor.
Oh god, that's a lot.
Let's keep it up.
Understood.
Exquisite timing. Booyaka! Let me go. Follow me, yo.
Indeed.
Feel the breeze. Nailed it! Let's keep it going! Gonna blow you away! Thanks for the help!
I got you.
That all you got, Penny?
Not all, per se.
Ain't done yet.
Let's keep it up!
That was sick.
Exquisite timing! We got this! Oh yeah!
There
We
we
win!
Got it.
Gotta get my head back into zone.
Man, I'm only getting B's. I gotta get my timing better. Alright, let's try
Let's
this
have
again.
a look.
Come here, pig. Alright,
I'm all set.
let's get this pig.
It's go time. We got this in the bag.
Oh, not again.
Gonna blow you away.
Have at thee.
Feel the breeze. Ain't no stopping us now.
Most spectacular.
Aha!
Alright.
Nailed it. We're on a roll.
Okay. I'd like to separate these.
Ain't no stopping us now.
Most spectacular.
We really
Okay.
killed it out there.
There we go. You just chip at them a little bit at a time. Whew. There, now I got
Too
it.
shabby.
Ooh, 10,000 yen. Not bad. Okay, so there is
Gotta
one
focus.
here. No,
Let me think this
there
through.
it is. Thank you. Once I know the different variations, it gets a little easier, but it's still like, it's like, okay. There's the Scramble Crossing one. If you go there and walk in a counterclockwise circle one time, you buy 7 days of it. Okay. 9 people, the Jumbotron, the Scramble Crossing, 10 fours, Center Streets, Urban Legend. Okay. Okay, so there isn't one here. Yeah, it looks like Shibuya Hikari's got one though. So we'll backtrack a little bit. Ooh. I think this one's got pretty. Yes, light food. Pickled plum onigiri. Alright. Salmon? Everybody's happy. We've spent next to no money.
And
They're
now
not
we
too
eat.
full.
I am starving.
Let's eat.
Positively
This tastes pretty good.
ambrosial.
Oh man, I can't get enough.
Thanks for coming.
Better than potato chips.
Let's move.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who can go wrong with, like, convenience store rice balls? Really? I'm hungry for some. Okay. So let's go to Shibuya Hikari. Nope. Nope. That's the wrong way. I think there was one at Tower Records, though, so I don't think this is too far off. Cat Street, 10-4. No, there isn't one at Tower Records. Alright, let's go back.
move.
Jazz. Look at me go. Here we oh, whoop, until I get stuck. There we go. Shibuya Hikari. This place is supposed to have its own legend too.
Yep.
Shibuya sure ain't short on him.
Huh.
So you gonna do your thing or what, Fred? Oh right, totally forgot. Okay, here goes.
Let's have a look.
Let me think this through.
What? Nope.
Let's get down to
There,
business.
that's what we want to do. Scramble puzzle solution while roaming around. I thought I saw it in like Tower Records there, so I will check that out once I'm done this. There we go.
Come on, think.
Very precise. Alright, clothes from mom.
Gotta focus.
Nope. Well, we're fighting. It's birds.
All right. Who wants a piece of Fred?
These
Oh,
punks is
probably.
done for.
At least I'll have improved.
Let's turn up the volume, yo.
That was perfect.
Yo, you alright? Booyah!
How's that?
Booyah! Get a grip, yo.
That's better. Gonna blow you away. Exquisite timing.
We got this.
Stop that! You have my thanks.
Nailed it.
Masterfully done!
Booyah! Keep it up, Fred.
Will do. Beat buddy.
Ah, beat buddy.
Let's keep it up.
Indeed.
Don't fret about it if you can't do it properly. Ah, boo.
Nice one, now, girl.
Have at me!
Gonna blow you awesome or
There
what?
we go. And now we're at 200%. We're good to go.
Let us take this shortcoming in stride.
Oh. VIP level 3. Interesting. Alright.
What to do?
Let's have a look.
Here it is. Eerie arrows. Ooh.
I wonder if that's the graffiti Macastry was talking about. He said anyone who follows those arrows disappears, right? Seems kind of sketchy to me. I'll be fine now that I'm above ground. That maze of an underground, sure I'd be feeling defeated though. Glad I got out in one piece.
Man, this lady would just be me if I went to Japan. It's already bad enough. Can't speak or read Japanese. And I have a terrible sense of direction. You can vouch for that. Eerie arrows.
Gotta focus.
Here we go.
I love legends.
Yep. Pretty sure that overpass is the one Matchestry featured in one of his urban legend videos. The one right by Shibuya Hikari. I'll have to check that out later. Oh, someone's discovered a new urban legend. Something about a manic flower? Love how Shibuya is always giving birth to new stories. Our neighbors up north in Ikebukuro ought to tune into the supernatural like us. Mad for Matchestry. Looks like there's some kind of story connected to the overpass by Shibuya Hikari.
And I suspect that is where the cursed arrows lie in wait.
I ain't scared or nothing, but that's gotta be bogus, right?
I suppose there is but one way to find out.
You said it. Let's head for the overpass. Ooh. There's our arrows. Doesn't look like anything to me.
What?
Psh, this ain't even close to being spooky. Actually, now that I think about it, I have seen this somewhere before. Oh man, where was it?
I see.
Lord Rindo, where would you say these arrows are pointing?
Looks like the expressway underpass.
show.
Let's bounce and check it out. Off we go. I don't want to miss it, that's why I'm not bounce stepping here.
Expressway underpass.
Here we go, more arrows. Check it out, yo. Oh, there's a lot of arrows.
Curious.
It certainly bears an uncanny resemblance to those arrows we just gazed upon.
But they're all pointing in different directions. What's that about? Sure makes it tough to know where to go next.
Lord Rindo.
Lord Rindo, may I? Do you suppose the code at the bottom has some sort of significance?
Yeah, it might. Let me try scanning it with my phone.
What?
Some kind of clue, yo? Seek the fortress that houses those who protect this area. Follow the arrow that points left when viewed from the fortress's gate. Well, that bit about people who protect this area could mean about a million different things.
We ought to begin by searching for this so-called fortress.
Fortress. I mean, the dentist is kind of like a fortress that protects people's teeth, right? But don't most people only go after they've had a problem?
One could say those who go for their regular checkups are being protected.
This game knows I have a dentist appointment coming up in a few weeks.
Ah, right.
See, boss gets me. Let's go ahead and add it to the list. Man, I don't know. A fortress that protects the area, does this place really fit? Not really. I disagree.
Let's move.
Okay, police station. That looks like a fortress. I would say that's a fortress. Anyone else feel kind of uneasy? Man, the world ends with you as ACAB.
No.
What? You did something we should know about? No, I'm a good boy, okay?
The show.
Then act like it, yo, otherwise the pigs will start sniffing around. Wait, what am I worried for? They can't even see us.
Personally speaking, I feel most at ease when police officers are nearby. Shibuya is full of all sorts of shady characters, after all. One never knows what might await when turning a corner. Imagine I am far from the one who feels safer with people in uniform around.
Either way, a police station does fit the description to that clue pretty nicely. Yeah, I'm inclined to believe it's the police station, because
Let's move
here. Really? Ryoji's trader's spot? Okay. What about Ryoji's store? Not exactly the first place that comes to mind when I think of somewhere that keeps Shibuya safe.
Frankly speaking, I would describe its owner as a harbinger of chaos.
What?
What'd he do to get such a bad rap? Stuff. That's true, the police do need dentists after eating so many donuts. Still, I guess you could consider him a protector of the peace depending on your perspective. Let's keep him in mind. I'm trying to remember, his store's pretty expensive, isn't it? Feels like we checked out all the most likely places.
I suggest we consider them all while consulting this map.
Okay, start at B. That's great, Nagi.
I suppose it is advantageous to have me around sometimes.
Nice going, boss. Okay, this is a good chance to review everything we've learned so far. So which one of these arrows do we need to follow? The clue was, seek the fortress that houses those who protect this area. Then, when you're at the fortress, you have to follow the arrow that's pointing left. Okay, so that yellow arrow then. So our coordinates for the fortress are Ryoji's store, the police station, and the dentist. If it's Ryoji's place, then we need to follow the yellow arrow. Oh. Oh, I guess it would be the purple one then. Okay. Whereas the police station would mean... Oh, blue arrow. Directions are not my strong suit. Then there's the dentist, that would be the pink arrow. Man, which one is it?
Lord Rindo.
So, Lord Rindo, have you reached a decision?
We're going blue. Yeah, pretty sure we want to follow the blue arrow.
What?
How come? No matter how you think about it, the fortress that protects the area has to be the police station. If you look at the arrows from its entrance, the blue arrow points to its left. Man, you lost me. What you two thinking? Man, me and Beat freaking like just being like dummies over here. Like, I'm sorry, what? Where are we going? Okay, sure, let's go.
I am firmly in Lord Rindo's camp.
Which means I am too. Never go against the boss. Alright, that means... that would be it. Believe it or not, I'm allowed to drive a motor vehicle with these terrible directions. Thank God for Google Maps. We gotta head to the west exit bus terminal.
Right.
You got it. Let's bounce, yo. Okay, we can get there from here.
Let's move.
Wait a minute. Oh, we were right by it. Nope, not Shibuya Hikari. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so we did end up having to go back to the bus terminal. We just had to go somewhere else first. Looks like that's the end of the arrows.
Indeed.
Which would suggest this is the spot where people are prone to vanish.
Well, if they get on a bus. The bus terminal? I mean, plenty of people get lost here, but that's kind of different.
What?
Wait, where'd Rindude go?
What?
No idea, but he sure as hell ain't here.
Oh my, he appears to have boarded yonder bus.
How did he get on the bus? Huh? Quit playing games, Rindude. Hurry up and get off the bus. Uh-oh. I can feel the rumble of the bus going. Yes, how did this even happen? We did not see him board the bus. Whew, that was too close. Who knows where that would have taken me. Why'd you hop on that in the first place, yo? Wish I could tell you, Beat.
Oh.
Hang on a sec, you're a player? Reaper, what are you doing here? It must have. Wait, you're the one who made me get on that bus, aren't you?
Yeah.
My bad. I had my eyes on some saps from the RG. Anyone who shows up after following those arrows gets a free ride on whatever bus is about to leave. What? They get to ride public transit for free? They save like $2. I don't know what the going rate for buses is in Japan. I know where I lived, it's like north of $3.50 these days. Ugh. Honestly, I don't even know where they're headed half the time. Funny stuff, right? Let me just grab some randos while I'm invisible and just shove them on a bus. Job interview? Have to pick up the kids from the babysitter? Nah, you're going across town on a bus, buddy. Tell me, what exactly is your angle here?
Nah.
What's it to you, Brad? I don't need to waste my time explaining myself to you. Anyway, there's no point putting players on buses, not like you get very far.
Hey, punk.
I'm getting seriously ticked off just listening to you run your dumb mouth, yo. And at least now we know who's behind that urban legend. Wait, you mean someone's already onto me? Oh, crap. Actually, maybe this can work out. I just need you kids to do me a favor and die. No can do. Alright, here we go.
An enemy approaches.
I think
In
we've
case you
got
don't know,
this.
we're already dead, so, I mean...
Let's keep it up.
Understood.
Yes, got it. Nice one, Rindude.
Time to get wild.
Just not too wild.
Oh, jeez. Get off him, dude.
Feel the breeze. Nailed it. We're on a roll.
Ignite.
I can keep How's that?
Masterfully done.
Aha!
Come on.
Gonna blow you away. do, yo? Feel the
Within
freeze.
reason.
So far, so good.
Let's
Is he
keep
running
it
into the
going.
corner?
Just doing my job.
Not bad, yo.
All right.
There we go. Got it.
That's not so bad, right?
Alright, got it. Another one down. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. I just want to have some fun. Whatever you do, please don't tell the other Reapers. All the other Reapers I see look crazy busy. Don't you have something else you should be doing? Honestly, I don't. There's so few teams now, I basically have no purpose. So I figured it wouldn't hurt if I pulled some pranks on peeps in the RG. You got a funny idea of what qualifies as a prank.
Oh.
Come on, don't be such a stiff. They got on some random bus and then when they come to, they've got no idea where they are. You should see the looks of terror on the tourists' faces. Ah. You kidding me? You was just doing it because you was sad? Please don't hurt me. I just wanted someone to notice me. Dude, you're invisible to living people. What do you think was gonna happen?
Did you ever once consider how those people's friends felt when they vanished? Even if they ultimately came back safe and sound, the damage cannot be undone. I mean, they probably went to a doctor because they figured they were, like, wandering, or had a memory lapse, or a concussion, or maybe they were drugged. 'Tis a little surprise this reoccurring phenomenon became the talk of the town. Hence our urban legend. I think this means we've got all the info we need now.
Say, I've been wondering, are you kids looking into this stuff for a mission? Well, yeah. In fact, we gotta go and tell the Reaper about this one sometime soon. I don't suppose I could convince you to keep quiet.
What you say?
How about you keep quiet? But of course. I'll just be on my way then. See ya.
For a split second, I swear I saw an actual tail between his legs.
That punk better enjoy his freedom while he can. The Reapers will be all over him soon enough, yo. And that's a wrap.
Indeed, this legend holds no more mysteries.
Good work, team. Let's go update the Reaper. Ooh, got a bit of cash. Nice. So
Let me think
let's
this
see
through.
here. How many more do we have here? So there's Shibuya Hikari's. Okay. Then there's Cat Street O East. 10-4. We still got quite a few here.
Let's move.
Alright. Ooh, you know what? I could go for some more snacks. More convenience store snacks. How about bento? Ooh, the fried chicken. No. Yeah. There we go. Does anybody want the bento? There we go. I was gonna say somebody must want the bento. The bento looks good.
Let's eat,
Man,
yo.
I am
And now
starving.
feast.
I'm finna have seconds.
That
Oh,
really
Man,
is fun.
like Beat's taking all the style bonuses. Jeez.
Thanks for coming.
It's the second? I think I've eaten here before, though. Here we go. So I'm trying to remember which one she is. Which one is she? No, she's from Justice Burger. Here it is. Add special menu items to the restaurant's menu. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, Moy Ironmard. So let's see what else is
Hello.
here. Ooh, Bowl of Odin. Interesting. Ooh, that's a good one.
Thanks for coming.
The kids are full, but I'll keep that in mind next time I'm in the area. Alright, I think I know where I need to go next. If I can direct myself there in a timely fashion.
Let's move.
is Tower Records. Because, yeah, it's like a green tower?
Let's move.
What? Get a little
Let's
too
have a look.
zoomy. No.
Let's move.
Nope. Oh, jeez. Okay, I thought I knew where I needed to go. Here we go. But we need to go to Cat Street, so we'll go this way. Keeping in mind, I also need to make a stop in Dogenzaka. Ain't there supposed to be a legend around here, yo?
Yep.
Think so. Want me to work my magic?
Ah,
By all means.
Time to focus on Magistry's urban legends.
gotta focus.
What? No, go away. No!
So what are we thinking
There
here?
we go. Yeah, I'll try it on my way back. There we go.
Try to remember.
So I wasn't completely off base on that one. Good to know. No, 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 stop. I don't want to fight anything right now.
Let's have a look.
There we go. You.
Gotta focus.
Waste of a trip. Wasn't the telephone pole from Magistry's urban legend over here on Cat Street? Said you're supposed to be able to hear the voices of the dead if you get close enough. Ugh, figures they'd be sold out of that t-shirt after I came all this way. Just my luck. Why don't they have an online shop? It's exclusive.
Hey,
Guess the telephone pole is just that one over by Jupes. Probably. Now we just need to get a little closer and see if we hear anything.
Listening to the wails of the dead was not on my to-do list today.
Let's hurry up and check out, yo. You volunteering to listen for a speed?
Huh.
For show. My hero.
let's move.
Whoop, a little too far. Is this a spot, right? I can't hear a damn thing. You're wearing headphones, dude. Kudos to you for just going to check it out, though. No fear. Anyway, maybe it takes a little while to get going. Maybe. Let's wait and see if anything changes. 4 hours later. That's weird.
See, I could not agree more.
What you mean? Didn't you see that lady who just walked by, Beat? They look spooked.
What you say?
Seriously? So the legend was legit after all? Let's give him a scan and find out why.
Let's have a look.
Am I hearing things?
That was a person groaning just now, right? It sounded like they were hurt. Pretty sure it came from somewhere in front of me, but where?
And this is coming from Chill to the max.
Whoa, that lady got so scared she practically scared me half to death. Total scareception.
Looks like something got spooked. Looks like something just spooked that lady over there real good. Maybe I'll go check it out myself. Somebody with time to kill.
Gotta focus.
Oh, there's more. Gotta say, I love this area. You'd never know you're still in Shibuya. It's so much quieter over here than it is by the station. Too damn quiet.
This place is way too quiet for a street that connects Shibuya and Harajuku. All this silence makes me want to go clubbing and make some noise.
Well, that's... that.
Let's have a look.
I need some more information.
Gotta focus.
Oh, here we go.
Yuck. Ew, I'm pretty sure some weirdo behind me was just moaning to himself. Why am I such a creep magnet?
Man. Where is he? Could have sworn I just heard someone groaning to my left, but there's no one there. Sure seems like they heard something.
Doubtless the souls of the damned.
But how could only... Hold on. But how come only some people can hear it? No idea. That part's still a mystery. You think some people just have a sixth sense for that stuff?
Let us ascertain who all those...
Gosh, I cannot read tonight. Give me a second. Give my brain some time to buffer for a moment.
Let us ascertain what all those who can hear the voices have in common.
It is a Monday, let me tell you. Don't tell me you can't hear my voice now. Some of them ain't even standing here, though.
Wait a second. The people who did hear the voices are standing in a straight line.
What?
Ah, I guess so. But what does it mean?
Perhaps we'll find out if we follow the people's path. Our answer could lie along the line they created.
Yeah, I know. I'm out of practice. That's it. I'm just a little bit rusty. I'll be better tomorrow. Alright, let's head down the street.
May we find the truth we desire.
Alright. Well, we didn't have to go too far. Doesn't look like there's anyone past here who heard the voices. Alright, let's take a look around then. Ooh.
Huh?
Whoa!
Oh my.
Huh?
Damn, you guys scared me. What's up? What do you mean? Didn't you hear that? Nope. How about you, Beat? I ain't hear nothing, yo.
Well, I certainly did. 'Twas a most disturbing groan.
No kidding. You think I'll hear it if I stand over there?
Ugh.
Ew, what the hell was that? So you can only hear it if you're standing right here? The mystery deepens. Jeez. Hey, I think I found it.
That appears to be a speaker.
So what? It was just some dumb prank? Somebody's playing Halloween sound effects.
Oh dear, I can hear it again. Wait, it just stopped.
Boss?
It appears one must stand between the speaker and the telephone pole to hear the sound.
No way, you're right.
What?
This is getting whacker by the minute, yo.
Let's look it up.
Let's see. Speaker, direction. Ah, this must be it. Apparently it's called a directional speaker. What's it do? It lets you project sound in a specific direction. And if you don't stand in the right spot, you won't be able to hear anything.
See. That certainly matches what we've experienced today. Yet why is it here to begin with?
This is a bogus prank, yo. Look, there's a camera right there. You think someone's streaming footage of people freaking out? Ugh, what a creep.
Put succinctly, some reprobate's idea of a joke transformed into an urban legend.
Guess they wanted to get famous by starting something
The
supernatural.
show.
All that matters is now we know what's up. Let's go tell that Reaper. Great minds. We're not gonna stop it. We just know what caused it.
Hey!
Hola there, Signorindo. Motoi. Fancy running into Vu here. By which I mean you. Sorry, cosmopolitan habits die hard. That's a very formal, like you. That's not like you, it's you. So anyway, today's mission is a real doozy, huh? All this spooky supernatural stuff kind of gives me the creeps. Not kidding. I'd have thought it was right up your alley. Yeah, who would ever? Well, I might be more at ease if I could see behind the curtains, so to speak. Another new face, huh?
Meet Lord Motoi, the leader of the Pure Hearts.
So you ain't with us then?
Hola!
Sacre bleu. You must be the infamous Mr. Daisukeno.
What you say?
Can it? Go by Beat, yo.
Ah, mi scusi, my dear Beat.
They say you are très bien informé. Muy culto about how the Reapers operate. My cult? What'd you say? Looks like it's Spanish for knowledgeable. Then just say that, yo. Oh, my sincerest apologies. Good for you, though, Rindo. Kanan and I would kill to have a player like Beat on our side. No, is that so? Of course. There's only a few teams left, so we need all the help we can get if we want to avoid erasure. Yeah, I know that feeling. What a predicament. We are truly les miserables. It's times like these that people usually go for, oh, what's it called?
Use your words.
Ah, yes, in Alleanza. I'm sure that would put us all at ease. I'd be more at ease if I knew what that was. Italian for alliance, apparently. What exactly do you mean by that anyway? Ah, do forgive me. I didn't intend to present it as an outright proposal. Well, it wouldn't have been the first time we've heard. No? Has someone else already approached you? You see, I struggle to imagine those thugs in first place asking for assistance, which only leaves Kanon, n'est-ce pas? Maybe we should just tell him. No, that's an awful idea. Hey, no need to fret at all, fret et al. I had a suspicion Kanon might be plotting something like this again. Again? She wants you to help her bring ruin to the Ruinbringers. Is verdad? I thought she might have given up after her first few failed attempts. But I guess she changed her tune after witnessing your true potenza. Wait, when did she fail before? Well, let's see. There was that fight against the sturdy Suzukichi, and then a bout with the silent but deadly Tsugumi. But you lot managed to shut them both down sin problema. No mean feat, let me tell you.
Fascinating.
So the Ruinbringers' leader is remaining hidden until their underlings have been bested.
Wow, Kanon must really believe in us. I don't envy your position, mi amigo. You're faced with a tough decision. But allow me to share my thoughts. Forming an Alleanza under the current circumstances would be muy bien. So you think it's a good idea? It certainly isn't a bad one, and I'm prepared to do what I must as well. And what's that? Why, help out, of course. The more people working together, the better résultat. French for result.
Hey.
The vérité of the matter is, I don't want to get erased, and if possible, I don't want anyone else to get erased either. I'm right there with you, Motoi. It's as I once wrote, existing means being here or wherever you may be being. I think it's vital we don't lose sight of the undeniable fact that all of us exist here right now together. Yeah, I think I get what you mean. Like, we're here for a reason. I dig it too, yo. Even if you ain't here now, you was before, and that still matters. Nice, it's certainly nice to be entendido by you gents. Gents? There's a lady present. I am eternally grateful to the city that brought us together and to all those who call her home. Let's give it our all, eh, amigo?
Ta-ta.
Drop me a line whenever you feel like it. Until then, au revoir. Man, I feel bad for Motoi, you know? Stuck in last place and everything. Oh, right. If the Ruinbringers are on top and we're right behind them, then that leaves either Motoi or Kanon's team on the bottom. That is a tough position. Sucks to be them. They both screwed me over at different points. I can't be too sympathetic. Okay, so, was Tokyo Plaza one of them, or is this as high up as I need to go?
What to do?
There's O East. And, okay, so it's just 10-4. Solving the Scramble Crossing one. Yeah, O East and 10-4. Okay.
Let's have a look.
Oh, no. Okay, I would have to backtrack anyway. Alright, let's go. I should probably be looking out for more pigs, but...
Let's move.
Gotta focus.
Not giving me much of an option here. Man, that's a lot of sharks. Yeah, let's get a chain going. There.
All right. Who wants a piece of Fred?
Maybe I need to get closer. Maybe that'll activate it.
Let us tread carefully.
Aha! Feel the breeze. Gonna pause that.
Have at thee!
Booyah!
Oh yeah!
Looking good, brother.
Gonna blow you away. Feel the breeze.
Time to get wild.
Just not too wild. Aha!
I know there's still a bird around.
Perfect timing. That was perfect. Feel the breeze. Hey, not bad. Just doing my job. Did I do that? You sure did. Feel the breeze. Ain't no stopping us now.
Most spectacular.
Feel the breeze. Gonna blow you away. Perfect timing. That was perfect.
There we go. Got him. More sharks.
Time for a beatdown. Who's up first?
Oh lord, that's a lot.
How's that?
Masterfully done.
Keep it up, Fred.
Will do, beat buddy.
Booyah!
Feel the breeze.
I got you.
I'm getting pumped.
Indeed.
Exquisite timing.
Booyah!
On back to the shark, back to the shark.
Gonna blow you away.
Ignite.
How's that?
Masterfully done.
Feel the breeze. I got this.
Just doing my job.
Here we go.
Not bad, yo.
Feel the breeze.
We're around. There we go. Not the last penguin. Did it.
Our party is equipped to win. Have at thee.
Yes, got him.
Masterfully
blow you
done.
away.
Follow me, yo.
Copy that. Aha. Feel
Stop
the
doing
breeze.
laps. Stop it.
Booyah!
Ah!
Time to get wild.
Just not too wild.
Booyah!
Gonna blow you away.
Ain't done yet.
Yeah.
Time to get wild.
Just not too wild.
Ignite.
Booyah! That all you got, Penny?
Feel the breeze.
Not all per se.
Feel the breeze.
Many thanks, Lord Ringo.
Gonna
Nice work. Booyah!
Just doing my job.
not bad, I'd
There
say.
we go. All right.
Ugh, it appears our
These
efforts were
bees.
insufficient.
Fair amount of pins, but loving up the Uber one pretty well. All right. I imagine.
Let's have a look.
Not giving me the option. Strange here.
Gotta focus.
Okay, not quite. Let's see, where else can I go from here? So, go back down to the Scramble Crossing and then to 10-4. Going under the canopy? Oh, okay. Here, then let me backtrack. Hold up. Look at him go.
Let's move. Let's have a look.
Not getting anything. Oh, go away. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Maybe I'm missing something still. I can always come back. Here, I'll take a peek, see.
Let me think this through.
Let's see. Solve the mystery behind the Scramble Crossings urban legend. Legend says, if you go there and walk in a counterclockwise circle one time, you'll die 7 days later. That's it.
Let's move.
I hate to go back, but I'm gonna go back. So I'm trying to remember, by me doing this, am I charging up? Like, is that percentage speed? Or is it me actually building charge? So if I go counterclockwise? Or is it supposed to be at the crossing?
What to do?
One time. No, should have done it already. Is it here? I feel silly.
Let's move.
Or is it here?
Let's move.
Oh, okay. I was hoping that's what it was, because I'm like, that looks a lot like
Gotta
that.
focus.
God, that's a lot of sharks. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. That is very strange. Okay, maybe I'll try coming back then. I must be missing something. And we've almost hit time for tonight anyway, so.
Let me think this through.
Because 10-4 would probably be my
Let's
next
move.
bet. Here, go to 10-4. And then we'll probably find a place to save, and then we'll call it for tonight. Just because we do have one around here. Kind of surprised this place has its own legend.
The only story I know concerning this area is from 2 generations ago. I am most curious to see how it may have evolved over time.
Huh? I thought urban legends just kind of stayed the same.
Not quite. Some stories change in nature as they age.
So what is the deal with this place anyway?
Well, you will die the second I tell you. Do you still wish to hear the details?
I think I'm gonna pass. How's about I look into more recent legend instead? Good idea, you. Okay, here goes. Focus, Fret. So, that is a perfect spot to save for tonight. So, I think we will call it here for tonight. So we managed to make a dent in a good couple of these legends, but we still got a couple more. We got a couple little bonus things here as well. We'll have to figure out what's going on with the Scramble crossing one. See what I'm doing wrong there. Maybe having a night to think it over might help. And it can only help my reading comprehension too. Exactly. We're gonna be back at it tomorrow night, but if anything changes between now and then, if another emergency comes up, Twitter down below is where I'm gonna have all the details on that. But I'm excited. We're making some good progress. We're sort of starting to piece together sort of the bigger picture of what's going on here, just because it's like, hey, we don't remember dying. What's going on here? Like, why is this game busted? And why do the Reapers have no power? So, I'll be curious that we get some more breadcrumbs for that. I'm also curious to see what the possible alliance storyline's gonna mean for us as well. You figured out maybe your last stream since you'll die after 7 days. Oh no! That would be less than ideal. I only just turned 30. I can't die now. I'm still young? In any case, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for your patience with testing out my new camera. We seem to have found the right groove. I'm gonna maybe play around with the settings a little bit so it looks like I have a pulse and I don't look like a vampire. I'll work on that for tomorrow. We'll see what I can do. But thank you for your patience tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Monday night, and I will see you tomorrow at 7:30 in their MG Tower for some more Neo: The World Ends With You. See you guys. Have a good one.